Hey, in the last video, we created our first C program. Let's understand more about the basics of C program. Let's discuss about the basics like variables, data types, etc. By the end of this video, you will understand what are tokens, what are variables and data types, and how to take inputs and show outputs. Make sure you practice along with me. In C programming, a smallest individual unit is called a token. C is made up of tokens. There are five types of tokens. First one is keywords. Keywords are reserved words which has certain meaning in the C language. For example, if, return, int. The second type of tokens are identifiers. Identifiers are names given to variables, functions, etc. For example, name or sum or uh, student's name, mark list. So these are user-defined names. The third type of token is constants. Constants are, as the name specifies, constants are fixed values that doesn't change. That can be a number or a character, for example, 10, A, B. These are constant values. The next is operators. They are symbols which are used for performing operations like plus, minus, division operator, subtraction operator, or so multiplication operators. So they perform operations. And the last one is special symbols like brackets, curly braces, semicolon, etc. Now, let's discuss about variables. When I mentioned about the identifiers, I mentioned about variables. So, variables are one of the most important concepts in any programming language. So, variables are can be treated. They can be treated as a container which can store values. So, so these values are stored in memory, not in a USB drive or any CD drive. It's stored in a RAM, in the memory, computer's memory. So variables are used to store data or information for calculation. For example, uh, consider the operation of a calculator. You enter the first number, then enters the operator, plus operator, then enters the second number, then press the equal to button, then you will get the result. Here, the first number is stored in a variable, the second number will be stored, and when the operation is provided and when the equal to button is clicked, these two variables are added and the result is shown. Otherwise, the data will be lost if we don't store value provided by the user. We cannot calculate or work around that on that data.
Let's do some coding. My aim is to read a number and do some calculation and print the result. Declare a float variable, name it as radius. We can do a simple mathematical operation. Let's calculate the area of a circle. Ask the user to enter the radius of the circle. For that, we can use the printf. Now we need to read the input. For that, we can use scanf function. In the scanf, we need to provide the variable into which the value will be stored. Since we are using a float value, we need to provide the access specifier percentage %f. Then we can provide the variable name. Note that here an ampersand sign is added. This is important. This is related to pointer and we can discuss more about this later. After reading the value, I'll check the input by printing it. Save the code and let's test it. Compile the code in the terminal using the gcc command. Gcc file name -o output file name. Then run the hello.exe. The program is working fine without any error. Let's enter a value 42 and press enter. The value is read, stored, and printed. Let's go back to the code. Declare another variable for storing the area of the circle. After reading the radius, calculate area. Area equal to 3.14 multiplied by radius square, which is radius into radius. Print the variable area using printf function. Give a neat message along with the value of area. Now compile the code and execute. Give 10 as input. So the result will be 3.14 into 10 into 10, which is 314. Let's put a line break before printing the area. /n is used for the line breaking. Each time you make a change to the code, compile the code and test the code. So the program works without any error. Now you can run the hello.exe without compiling and give different values. Try to read some numbers and print them. Try to create a program which will calculate the area of a rectangle. You need to read the length and breadth and calculate the area. Some common mistakes beginners make are forgetting the semicolon at the end of the line, or using wrong format specifiers, or missing ampersand in the scanf. Don't worry, these mistakes are normal. So in the next video, we will learn operators in C and how expressions work. If this video helped you, like, share and subscribe. See you in the next video.